entire life, and I'm old. But the whole thing is that now I can't eat it, usually the kind that you find in the drugstore, grocery store, because it's hard on my teeth. But guess what? We have Dave's Sweet Tooth Toffee. This is tender toffee. It eats almost like a cookie, but it's toffee. And I have Andrew Chmielewski joining me. This is such a cool story, but I will tell you, I'll let him tell a story in a second. What you're going to get is 3 bags of this toffee. You can get all 3 bags in the peanut butter toffee flavor, or all 3 bags in the apple caramel flavor, or all 3 bags in the milk chocolate flavor, which is really the original. But you can also do a combo and get 1 bag of each flavor. That's what I highly recommend. You're getting all 3 bags for $23.98. That's a sale price that goes up at the end of the day today. But Andrew, you got to tell your story. It all started with your dad.
It was my dad. So everybody always asks, if you're Andrew, who's Dave? So Dave was my dad. He was a retired Detroit firefighter. He started making the toffee for the guys at the engine house, packaging it in mason jars, giving it to friends and family around the holidays. I took the recipe, started a business with it, and here we are. 10 plus years later on QVC, hanging out with you, Mary Beth.
And I got to tell you, thank you, Andrew. And I have to say, talk to us a little bit about this, how you make it, because this is real video.
Yeah, so it's actually all handmade, the same way my dad and I used to make it in our home kitchen. We've got big copper kettles. It's all handmade. We hand top everything. It's broken. It's packed by hand. I mean, it's about as handmade as you can get. Well, we used to make it the same way, same ingredients before my mom kicked us out of our home kitchen. So those ingredients, that's real butter, that's real cane sugar. We've got the real milk chocolate, dark chocolate, you know, the peanut butter put on top, and crushed almonds. They're cooked to perfection inside every batch, and then we dust them right on top of it. You can see that dusting of the almond on top. So it's not an overpowering flavor in any capacity, but it eats, like you said, more like a cookie. So you don't have to worry about your teeth. It's a soft toffee. It still has that snap like English toffee, but just kind of melts away in your mouth.
I gotta tell you, this is some of the best toffee you will ever put in your mouth. It makes that stuff that you buy in those candy bars like literally look like nothing. That's how good this is. Now, walk us through the flavors. Let's start with the original of milk chocolate.
Yeah, so the milk chocolate, that's the one that started it all. Again, that light, rich, buttery toffee. We use that real salted butter. You've got that real cane sugar, that light milk chocolate dusting on top, and then the toasted almonds, like I said, cooked to perfection inside every batch. They're actually toasted inside the kettle. So we cook them in the kettle. We dump them right in there about halfway through, and it kind of toasts them, gives a little bit of that almond flavor. Not overpowering, but that's the gist of the milk chocolate.
That's like for the purists, okay?
Yep.
Now, there's a flavor that's more of a seasonal flavor that they only come out fall and winter. And that's that caramel apple.
This is our caramel apple crunch. This will be the last time that you see it this year. So if you
Until
love the
fall.
caramel apple crunch until fall, so if you love that, get it while we've got it here, because once it's gone, it's gone. But that is again our original milk chocolate almond toffee. But then we've infused that essence of that apple. I'm from Michigan, so that cider mill taste. That I grew up going to the cider mill, and it really is like that caramel apple crunch. In that, that's kind of the perfect flavor for it.
So good.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, I've met very few people who didn't like peanut butter and chocolate together. And this is peanut butter toffee. Tell me about that, Andrew.
That's the one that has my heart. That's my all-time favorite. We came up with the peanut butter toffee. I don't know about you, but I can eat peanut butter out of a jar with a spoon.
Yeah,
like
me
this
too.
right here. This is me. You know, a Saturday morning, I'm just sitting there just eating peanut butter. So again, our milk chocolate toffee, and then we've got that coating of that peanut butter right on top of it. So that silky smooth peanut butter, the almond. It's kind of like a nut cookie crunch. It's really just the perfect texture and consistency.
So good. Leah, have you had Dave's Sweet Tooth?
I have not.
Well, come on in and try it.
Come on in.
Now, I heard you say a purist. I do love toffee.
Oh, me too. This is the milk chocolate.
Milk
That's
chocolate,
the original.
Okay.
And I just have to say, what's so cute about your packaging is that it actually looks like the ball jars, the mason jars that your dad originally
So my
put
dad
it in.
originally would put them in the ball mason jar, those embossed jars. We'd print labels off the computer, and then we'd kind of like scrunch them over the embossed letters on the outside. We kind of grown up since then, and we wanted smaller sizing. So yeah, we came up with the idea of the mason jar-shaped bag, and yeah, kind of an homage to the way we started.
What do you think?
So good. First of all, the milk chocolate, the nuts.
Yep.
But the toffee is firm enough. It's not the break your teeth
Right,
kind of. It's
right.
firm enough, but then it just
It
melts.
still has that snap, but
Yeah.
it doesn't break your
It
teeth.
just
It eats. We
melts.
always say it eats more like a cookie. It has
Yeah,
a cookie-like
that's
crunch.
exactly
That's
it.
the best way to. That's the best way to say
That's
it.
delicious. Thank you.
It's so
Thank
good.
you, yep.
I got to tell you, these bags are resealable. However, depending upon how many people are eating at your house, you may never have to reseal the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to eat it till the bottom of the bag
that's
is
the
empty,
joke.
right?
That's the joke.
It is. But here's the thing. You can get all 3 bags in the peanut butter crunch, which is excellent. You can get all 3 bags in the caramel apple crunch, which, by the way, you won't see again until fall. Or you can get all 3 bags in the milk chocolate. But here's what I want you to do. If you've never had this before, get the combo where you get 1 milk chocolate, 1 caramel apple crunch,
Yep.
and 1 peanut butter crunch. If you've had it before and you do have a favorite, then you can go with all 3. I would say if you know how good the caramel apple crunch is, and you know that's not going to be around until maybe fall again, then maybe you want to go with all 3 bags of those. But
So
I got to tell you,
they're all made
right?
to order, and then we
Yeah.
date them for 9 months. So if you put this
Okay.
in the fridge or the freezer, it'll last until caramel apple comes back, as long as you don't eat it all.
Right.
You know, that's the trick.
That's the hard
and
part.
like, look how easy this breaks. I just
Yeah.
want to show everybody. I've got 4 pieces right here, and just how easy it breaks apart. It just crumbles. So
Yeah,
it really
look at
has that
that.
cookie-like crunch. That's the key to it right there.
Here's the part that I really like, Andrew, and that is, first of all, there's no gluten.
Correct.
No gluten.
Yep.
No preservatives.
Yep.
Wow. No artificial ingredients. All natural ingredients. Think about that. I mean, it really is that good. If you want all of the peanut butter toffee, we have 200 remain. If you want all caramel apple, 150 sets remain. If you want all milk chocolate, 350 sets remain. And if you want the combo where it's 1 of each, we have 900 remaining. But let me just say, it'll be some of the best toffee you've ever eaten. And if you're getting to be my age and you're worried about your teeth, you want Dave's Sweet Tooth, because I got MB's Sweet Tooth that's got to be, served by Dave's Sweet Tooth. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Andrew, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. Great to see you. And in the meantime, we also have Susie's Smart Cookies. These are